Welcome to this lecture. Here we're going to take this spreadsheet from Meryl Streep and we're going to begin the process of taking step 1, which is looking at an account record and seeing what the fields are called, and then using this information to construct a CSV document. So we're going to do step 1 and step 2 for accounts in this lecture. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm in Salesforce and I'm actually looking at an account, Caleb Systems. What you will notice is as you go down, some of the information is filled out, but some of it is not, right? And that is quite normal. Obviously the ideal is to have clean data and full data, but that is not always the case. What I notice from my spreadsheet is that I have billing address, rating, and website. I want to know what those are called in this particular account, right? So I can see that billing address, that looks right, okay. I'm not going to call it shipping address, I'm going to call it billing address, okay. I can see that the rating is perfectly okay. And then there was an additional piece, which was the website. And let's make sure that website is actually asked for on this account record. There it is right there. So I have this information here, and what I can then do with it is make sure that these are correct. So in this case, they are. What I'm then going to do is actually open up an Excel document. So I have an Excel document right over here, and what I'm going to do is actually copy this table right here. I'm going to go to my Excel document and paste it right there. And while it's thinking, we have a paste right over there. Wonderful. Great. Now, I have a CSV that is ready to go. What I need to do now is save this. So I'm going to click Save As. And I'm going to make sure that this is saved as a CSV document, right? I'm going to take this out and say that this is the account upload, and I'm going to put the date. Alright, so there we go, account upload, and I'm going to click save. It's going to ask me whether these features, about the features. I'm going to say OK. Wonderful. So we have the CSV document ready, and these correspond to the fields that we have seen in Salesforce. That's really important. And so the information that we are then going to be able to extract is going to match what Salesforce is going to look for. So that's going to be our next step. And this is how you prepare a CSV. You make sure that everything at the top links. Now, a very important piece of information that I have to share at this point as we're talking about preparing a CSV. Some information, when you're inserting information, all right, some fields require codes and not strings. Let me explain what that means. Let me actually repeat myself first. Some fields require codes and not text or string data. What that means is that in Salesforce, it's actually a code, although we are looking at it and it's a word, or even in some cases a number. But Salesforce sometimes allocates that a code, right? So when we go into the data import wizard, it's important for us to see the kind of data that it's looking for. The good thing is that because we are inserting data and not updating data, there's a difference. Because we're inserting data, we don't have to necessarily worry about those codes fully right now, because Salesforce will generate those codes for us when we insert the data. When we get to the contacts, we will need not the account names, we will actually need the account IDs to match the contacts to, right? So notice I'm using ID, so that's a code that Salesforce produces. I will talk more about this, but I'm planting the seed and I'm hoping to nurture that seed to grow into an amazing plant over the next part of the session, where your knowledge will begin to put all these pieces together. We have our CSV. Let's take a look at our next step, which is actually importing our accounts.